Hi everyone, I am Margot, your tarot reader, and we are doing a personal reading for one of my clients. She will represent the sign of Taurus, the Lady of Pentacles, okay? Now, before the recording, I channel the energies with the personal information for the privacy of my clients, okay? I will apologize that there will be some pauses every now and then during the reading because it is when I'm channeling their spirit guides and the universe for their contact information. Now, beforehand, I apologize if there's anything that I will say that it might be discomforting to you, my client, because it is what it is. I am channeling your spirit guides, and they are going to let me know anything that you must need to know, okay? Now, let's see. Show me Arcana is what must need to know. Okay. And they are ready. Okay. Now, in this reading, you are the Lady of Pentacles. You are the Lady of Pentacles, and one of them will be a Leo. I'm sorry. For some reason, they said Leo. One of you will be an Aries, and the other will be Aquarius. Okay. Let's get started with the first spread. Okay. So you're wanting to know what's ahead for September in reference to these two parties, and let me see what I can find out for you. You're asking for September, but I'm going to overlook everything as of this very moment and for the next 3-4 months. I could do, you can take the first spread as up for September, but the energies will overflow, okay? Because that's what they're saying. So I'm going to be straightforward with whatever I see. Now, I'm going to say this. Here, where are you? This is you, okay? The Lady of Taurus. In the Aries is here. And then the other person, the Aquarius, is on this end. Now, you did not mention anything of the Aquarius in reference to his personal information. But I'm sensing that he's also in a partnership with someone else. Okay? He could either be living with or married to someone else as well as, So I feel that he is. You did not mention that, but this is what I'm sensing here in the first spread. I will do a spread for him and a spread for the other person, the Aries, because I need to see other information in reference to them. Okay. I'm going to tell you that you are very, you're wondering whether or not, I feel that eventually you're going to be continuing to see the Aquarius, but I feel that there's an unpleasant news or a situation of a deceit or cheating here is what I'm sensing, okay? It could be that you're actually, doing so, or it could be that the Aquarius will also be the one doing. I will see his spread. That is why I said I need to see their individual spreads, how their personal life is mentally, physically, emotionally within themselves and also toward you, okay? But for the month of September, I see your spouse. He has feelings for you. He cares for you. Okay, I do see that. He's also thinking that there's a possibility that he's thinking, could my wife be doing something that she's not supposed to? So I'm already telling you that. I feel that you need to be very cautious because of that. As of right now, within this moment, and for the next 3-4 months before the year is over, I feel like somebody is wanting a separation or divorce. It could be you, it could be your spouse, or it could be the Aquarius that he's in some type of relationship. You did not say that, but this is what I'm sensing. Okay. I'm also seeing that there's someone there that is trying to hit on your spouse at this time, but he is not going for it. It's a woman who is a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. She is in a committed relationship, also not happy in that relationship, going through problems, even divorce, but she's hitting on your spouse. So, and if it's not right now, it will be before the year is over. I'm telling you that now. So keep an eye on that, because, you know, unfortunately, sometimes we get married, and we get married with out of love, and we fall in love with our spouse, or with or without. But sometimes, because we forget that we need to continuously be affectionate and attentive to our own self and our spouse, we fall out of love. So sometimes you need to look and see, why is it that I'm doing the things I'm doing? What is it that I'm missing, that I'm going out there? I'm not accusing. It is what it is. Even it happens to the best of us. Okay. So you need to stay focused, because I feel that your marriage is in jeopardy here. And I feel that at this time, as what I'm looking, it may not be the right thing to do. Okay. I just feel that, that the Aquarius it's in a relationship as well as you are with someone else. Okay. I feel that he's either living with or married to someone else as you are. You didn't say that, but this is what I'm sensing, because there's someone else in his life that I'm seeing here. There's actually look into that. There's a lady here who's a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay. And if he's not, I feel that within the short future he will be. And I feel that this person is also could be involved within the work situation. Okay. So keep that in mind. I feel that there will be a distance between you and your spouse, because of either he's going to find out, or you're just wanting some space between him. I feel that there will be a separation between you and your spouse before the year is over, and I'm telling you that already as I see it. Okay, it may not. You're asking for September, but I'm seeing the overlook of everything. Maybe not in September, maybe October, and then November and December. I see the separation here between you and your spouse. Okay. Because of news that it comes to him that you've actually been cheating. Okay. He's going to be very devastated, because he is in love with you. Your spouse is in love with you. I can see that very clearly. Okay. So, and I feel that at the same time, you're going to distance yourself from the Aquarius, because either he's married or with someone, and you're not seeing him acting out on those situations. Okay. Unfortunately, I always tell my clients, especially the females, do not fall in love. Let them fall in love with you first, because when they fall in love with you first, they give you anything and everything as possible as they can, and they will be so pleasing to you. And it's better off that way sometimes, because they'll be honest and truthful to you. If they say I love you first, then you got them. But if you go out there and say I love you, and they haven't even said it first, then you're gonna fail. I'm sorry to say, but you're gonna fail. A lot of the people fail when that happens. Okay, so you need to be very cautious of that, because if you're more in love than anything with the Aquarius, then he's gonna take advantage of that situation. Okay, even if he cares for you. I mean, that's just what happens all the time. So this is what I'm sensing here. Okay. I feel that you might get into a little conflict with a woman at work, because maybe she knows of the situation between you and the Aquarius, and so hints up on that. Okay. So woman there that's going to give you a little bit of hassle at work because of the situation of you and the Aquarius, or she has a hint already. Okay. So be cautious with that. Now, let me see in this second spread, I'm going to see the areas. Okay, the overall of him in reference to you. Show me what must I need to know. Show me. This keeps popping, so let's see what's fixing to happen. Show me what must I need to know. Show me what must I need to know. Warriors. Show me what must I need to know. Arcanas 4. Absolutely. So it is a spread. I'm going to tell you be very cautious because I see a separation of marriage going on, and we're on to his spread. So he's probably going to find out what it is you're doing. So you need to be very, very, very cautious because he's going to be very upset. I think he already has any suspicious. I think he's very suspicious right now as we speak. I think that he has an idea of something that's going on. So someone is giving him the heads up. So be careful because there's going to be a separation out there, is what I'm sensing. Yep, absolutely. There's another man there that is circling your environment, that he's interested in you. He's a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. You don't want him at this time, but it's also someone that you work with probably, but you're not interested in him. You know, unfortunately, your spouse is in love with you. I mean, he is in love with you. Yep, he is. He is, and he doesn't want any separation. Yeah. But he's gonna find out of your whatever it is you're doing. So you need to be careful with that. Here he is, and here you are. And where's the other one in question? Right here. So the other one in question is going to be, this is the second spread, so it can run after 3-4 months into 6 months. But it can happen like right here and now and then, the energies, okay? Because as I'm seeing, even though this spread is for the Taurus, I can see everybody involved. So as of right now, I see the Aquarius here with someone else who is either Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. He's around a lot of females. Could be family members, but I see him, you know, to his surprise, it's like he gets into a distance with the person that he's either married to or living with. He leaves the house temporarily with that woman, and then they get back together right before the year is over or the beginning of the year. So he's going to be back and forth with that situation with some other woman beside you. So I guess you will know what situation he's in. But this is what I'm sensing in his size energy. Now, in reference to the areas, I see a distance between you and him, between the marriage, between the home, between you two, like living together, but yet at distance and separated, okay? So I feel that someone is going to either tell your spouse what it is you're doing, and he's going to be very heartbroken of all that disappointment. And because it is confirmed that he will be acknowledged that you are having some type of relationship within your work situation. I don't know if it's coming from another man or a woman who's that arrogant that takes that position. But anyhow, it will be known to him before the year is over, and he's going to be really, really considering to separate from you, even leaving the house and leaving the home, okay? He does not want to because he does love you. Your spouse does love you, okay? And it's just going to be very heartbroken. I feel that as of right now, he's very suspicious. So now that you know, do what, sometimes we do stuff and we say, oh no, we got it under control. No, we don't. We never do. We might go years hiding things, but eventually it gets found out. And there is another woman out there that is trying to play the field to your husband, but your husband is not interested. He's just not interested because he's in love with you. He's going to be very devastated to find these things out. So in his spread is what I'm sensing. He has even a raise coming at his job, and we're talking about the Aries here, and he has good comments in his job, okay, and he's very in love with you. And I feel that he's going to very, very highly consider separating from you, physically, mentally, emotionally, separate totally, but he's going to say, can I mend this because I'm truly in love? And he's going to tell you that, that he loves you, that he loves you to death. He's going to be very disappointed. So keep that in mind. I don't know that if the Aquarius will be the fit for you at this time, or even the fit for you to risk the marriage, is what I feel. Okay, I feel that as of this time, I don't see that he's fit for you, because he's in a family situation. I feel that he is married and living with someone. Okay, and he's going through a drama there too. And he does like you. He considers you to be a quiet catch. He really does. He likes the intimacy. He likes being with you. Sometimes he thinks that he could fall in love with you. And we're talking about the Aquarius here, okay? But I feel that this is just the emotion that he's going through, because as of right now, he's very surrounded by women, and I think they either he gets hit on or he hits on other women, is what I'm sensing from the Aquarius. Okay, so yes. So now we are going to do the Aquarius, and we're going to see if and when you're still with that person, and we'll also see the overall for you of these two people. So you need to be very cautious and very careful, okay? Who do you talk to and who do you confide? Okay, because sometimes, I always tell my son, there is no such thing as friends. Keep them friendly, keep them close, but certain things when it comes to intimacy, you just shouldn't trust someone 100%. But sometimes we do, because we feel that we need to have someone to confide in, okay? Gonna show me what Master need to know. Show me what Master need to know. Show me what Master need to know. And let's see the overall for you. We'll see everybody involved. This is for Aquarius. Okay. Yes, he's absolutely cheating on you, or at least you will consider it that he's cheating on you with some other woman, okay? And then your relationship with him will be a friends with benefit kind of thing. You know, if you're thinking that it's going any further with him, I feel that he's not, because I feel that he's either married or living with someone. So only you will know that situation, okay? But this is what I'm sensing. Yeah. There's someone that is fixing to get a divorce or a separation. Could be you, yourself, or him. Okay? Mm-hmm. It's going to be your spouse. Mm-hmm. It's going to be your spouse, because it's giving it to me here. Your spouse is going to tell you that he's even going to leave the house eventually, if not before the year, soon after the year falls, in 2018. He's going to communicate to you that he might even decide to leave the house, and that he's going to communicate to you that he's thinking and going forward for a legal separation. So you need to be very careful with this, because he's as heartbroken as he is. He's going to have to do this, because he feels like, how could you, never in his wildest dream did he thought that you will actually cheat on him, and this will be your spouse. So you need to be very focused in what it is you're choosing to do, and when and how and why, especially why. Okay, because if who knows how long you've been married, but sometimes you just fall out of love because you just forget to date those person. And if you're missing something at home, you need to reach out to your spouse first before you go outside, because it's what you're supposed to do, especially if you're married, but if you feel that you're no longer having those connections because you tried, and I emphasize on trying. If you're married, you have to try 110% to make it work and give it your best before you go outside the marriage, and before you do anything, because that way you gave it all at home and with your spouse. And so if you did all those things, then go right ahead and look outside. But if you have not done those things, you just might regret doing the things you're doing now. And I'm being very generous with my words here, but this is what I will tell everybody, and I still do, even in my general readings, because been there, done that. Everybody has, one way or the other. We end up doing something to that effect. Okay. Now, again, I feel that your spouse is going to declare separation eventually, so that's coming. Even though he's in love with you, It's unfortunate. He's going to be very distraught. And in reference to the Aquarius, he is going to be here, and this person keeps popping up in Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo woman. And so he's out there, you know, talking to this woman, and I think that he's fixing to see this woman as we speak, okay, because it's right there looking at each other. And he's going to be very happy. This woman is in a relationship. She's married, you know, she's married, not satisfied at home too, but he doesn't care. He's going to be intimate with her. I see him being dishonest here, as well as within your line. There's a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpion. I don't know if that's the woman that he lives with or is married to, but to your surprise, you're gonna find out, because this woman, it has to do with your job too, okay? Either he's also trying to flirt or what have you with another woman here within your work position, or this woman is simply just been hating you, okay? This woman who's a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So you look into that and see. It could be that he dated someone before you at his job, and so therefore, you know, he's also liking that woman too, okay? Because I see some type of infidelity in reference to that woman and to him and you, in reference to the Aquarius. So the Aquarius is going to be at one point or another dishonest with you. As of this moment, I feel that he's talking to a woman, not physically, besides you. But there is another woman in mind. I don't know if it's the woman that he lives with or is married. Again, you did not mention that, but this is what I'm sensing in his reading as well. Throughout the spread is what I sense, that he's also in a committed relationship with someone who he might tell you lies that he's not happy. He might tell you, I do not love my spouse. She does not satisfy me in this and that and that. But those are lies, okay? Those are lies. I don't know why he needs to lie to you. Could it be that you are over him? Could it be that you have more power over him in your work position? Could it be that he thinks very highly of you, that you're a better woman than the woman he have? I don't know, but there's a sensibility that he's lying to you because he needs to look good in front of you. And we're talking about the Aquarius, okay? So you need to keep that in mind. So is he worth the amount of risk in your marriage? I feel at this time, no. Sometimes he tells you that he cares for you, the Aquarius. Sometimes he tells you that I could be in love with you, he tells you. But be cautious, because he doesn't want any committed relationship with you, okay? Because he's already in one, is what I feel. Now, there is another man, like I told you, a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, that he's in your vicinity, someone that you already know, and he actually has feelings for you as well, okay? And he would like to date you, you know, maybe someone from the past that you've lingered on before, however, or flirted with you and you didn't want nothing to it, but he has feelings for you, okay? Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, so keep that in mind. Okay, so now I'm going to see the other cards and see what they have to say in reference to this situation. Arcana, show me what must I need to know. Show me what must I need to know. In this spread, you and the Taurus is Priest and High Priestess. And the Aquarius is the Emperor. Okay, Arcana, show me what must I need to know. Show me what must I need to know. There is a woman involved in the picture here. So you need to be very careful, because I don't know who that woman is, but it's a dishonest relationship. And I feel that it has to do with it work-wise, okay? I feel that in this situation, what it's telling me is that the relationship is going to be half in and half out for you. The universe is making some changes between you and your spouse. You need to be very cautious and be careful with that situation. The Emperor, which we said it was the Aquarius, is sitting here. You're hoping that you're going to end up in a steady relationship with the Aquarius, and my answer is no to that, because there's a woman here involved in his life already. So there's another woman in the picture, and it's telling me that it has to do with work, okay? So he probably knows that woman through his job as well, okay? And be careful, is telling me here, because the news are coming that your husband is going to find out, and absolutely there will be a separate legal separation between you and your spouse, okay? So you need to be very cautious, because your spouse is going to separate from you mentally, physically, and emotionally, and legally, because he's going to find out. Maybe this woman has something to do with that effect, but there's a woman there that is going to be dishonest to you from your job. I think that she knows what you and this person is doing, the Aquarius, and she's going to use that to her advantage. I believe she's hating you as well and hating him as well, because I don't know if the Aquarius has something to do with that woman prior to you or even during with you, is what I'm sensing. Okay, at this time there is a woman in the picture besides you in reference to the Aquarius. So again, like I said, you did not mention, but I feel that he's either married or even with someone, and also there is another woman at work besides you that is interested in him, which I feel he's been with her before you. Okay, yes. And this woman is probably going to run with the news to let someone know that you're doing what you're doing at home. I feel that maybe she's going to try to find a third way to do it, to let your husband know too. Okay? So, and there you have it. Your spouse is definitely going to separate from you eventually. So you need to keep that in mind. You're hoping that you're going to have a fresh start with this other Aquarius, but it's telling me to be very cautious, because it's going to go sour for you. Yeah, you're hoping that you're going to be with him eventually. I feel that if he's married and the spouse find out, then she might also decide to leave him. So then there's a slight chance that you can, and you know, a slight chance that you can have continuous thing with him. Okay, but we will have to see after the fact, after your spouse finds out, because at this time, I feel that it's just you hoping and dreaming that, you know, he will be the one for you, okay? So you need to be very, very careful with that situation. Now, this is the Emperor, is the Aquarius, okay? And you're still the High Priest, and the other person is still the Priest. But this is for the spread right now is for the Aquarius. Absolutely. There's a woman there in his life, and you're going to know about it. Whether you know or not, it's telling me that there will be communication coming in reference to that, okay? If you're thinking that this relationship is going to be bound with him differently, no, it's not at this time. And it still gives me a separation of divorce between you and your spouse, and you're going to be very sad and lonely when that happens, okay? And all I'm sensing here is problems between you and the Aquarius. You're not even going to know where this relationship is going to go with the Aquarius. So you need to be very careful because you're risking your marriage. There's a woman in the Aquarius life right now at this time as we speak. And also, I don't know if he's married or not, but he's having conflicts with that woman too. There is another woman within the work-wise position that is hating you and that is aware of the situation. And I don't know if it's someone that he's been with in the past, but this woman, it keeps building, it's going to build drama between you and him at work. Or he's actually even hitting with that woman, hitting her, you know, like flirting with her. It could be the case. But either way, be cautious of who you tell things to, or who you talk to, or how you present yourself at work, okay? Because there's a woman there hating. Your marriage is at risk. I don't see a future between you and the Aquarius because he's already in one with someone, okay? So I don't know if you know that, but that's what I'm sensing. Either way, I see the relationship imbalance between you and the Aquarius. I see a separation between you and your spouse, and you're putting everything in line for this one person. So be careful how you choose to do the things, is what I'm saying, okay? You know, your work could even suffer because of this situation. So keep that in mind, because I see problems ahead coming right as we speak between the Aquarius, between another woman and also your spouse, okay? Your spouse is not seeing anybody. He's in love with you, and he's going to be very distraught about this situation. So think wisely what it is you want from now. You know the predictions. Now you know how to do the best you can for your own benefit, okay? I feel that you need to take time to yourself and see what it is you want, what it is you're missing, communicate to your spouse and to the other person as well. So that way you know where things are going, because don't risk what you have at home for something that is just not might be there for you permanently, okay? So I hope this was helpful to you, and make the choices that are best fit for you. Thank you.